It was my 24th year to heaven, and I recalled everything in vivid detail, a blessing or a curse, but before sleep could prevail, every scene from the day had to be replayed. As I laid there staring at the ceiling, hoping that I could abandon this feeling, I fixed my eyes on the blades of a fan that was cooling me down but was indifferent to man. With each blade's rotation, a new memory would form in my imagination, taking up pieces of sand from the day I swore to build a castle that would last on the shore. An edifice of order and sense, formed from the residue of moments and events. If put together properly, maybe I could sleep, but as it was, life was too chaotic and bleak. I thought about the way I had spoken to the neighborhood drunk when he begged for change, claiming it was for lunch. What did he expect? I'm basically broke myself, and if he'd stop drinking, he'd have his own wealth. I thought about the way I had passed up a chance to leave the indoors and go hiking with my friend Steve. It wasn't so much that I regretted not leaving, more like indoors I felt an absence of meaning. I thought about the way I had flirted with this girl in the grocery store. While standing in line, she was a little stuck up and her face was less than lovely, but her legs were divine. What a wonderful way to spend a birthday, self-absorbed and lonely, but I kept my doubts at bay by turning on every TV and lighting my home, calling a friend and yet being alone. I tried to kill myself with time, but there wasn't enough time to kill or keep me from swallowing this big bitter pill. The conclusion that I come to every night in my sleepless quest for purpose. Experience alone leaves a man worthless.
I think it's funny how underneath many on the daily grind barely hold it together but act like everything's fine. That's how you can stand in a group and feel like you're all alone. But as I grow older, I'm realizing this isn't so. Things aren't always what they seem, as the saying goes. If you watch people closely, you can see that this shows. And I'm amazed at the way we're made so complicated, to the point that even the most subtle body language can reveal the heavy heart behind the laughter, and likewise the peace in the midst of disaster. Me, I haven't had much luck standing under the ladder. I have to get fixed on breaking this pattern of waiting till the sun sets to look at my choices and regretful retrospect that could have been avoided. Backslidden, distracted, and selfish ambitions make the transition to examining the man in the mirror. Mirror on the wall, don't flatter me. I've done nothing in this life above vanity. I've done nothing in this world that's worth keeping, but losing in faith is more than worth what I'll be receiving. See, I give him my nothingness and he gives me his all. He rewards me for losing. What an incredible thought. Man, I'll be so filled the world won't have to revolve around me anymore, but orbits others as a result. However, since where the problem starts is in my heart, because of that won't be a walk in the park. Many heated reprimands leads to a better man, given that 70 times, 7 times, second chance. Gotta fall before you crawl, and crawl before you walk, and walk before you learn to take leaps of faith. Slow thoughts.
But these scenes I read from the back of my eyelids every night.
Non-Euclidean on the track. Darth Vader, #1 Jedi hater. As an MC, he's got more flavor than an hour later. He'll crush rappers' larynx with his force grip action. As for balance skills, he's got MC subtraction. Don't tell him that the force is an archaic religion. To the dark Sith Lord, it is a sacred tradition. You get a lightsaber incision across your head if you step, cause a man in the cape is crazier than Boba Fett. He's been known to kill Jedi, or even heads of state. So all you desperate ladies, you better find a better date, because he's 2/3 robot and 1/3 man. You know he'll cauterize your arm on before he asks for your hand. So rebel fathers hide your dust or plan, smuggle the daughters, cause the Dark Lord's likely to turn into bantha fodder. His rhyme style's harder than a Gundam is strong. He eats bits of Bisbee for breakfast, battles rebel MCs all day long. He's got beef with Luke, that sucker MC, who can't understand the dark sides where true powers be. So ever there be MCs fighting, Lord Vader comes with lyrical force lightning. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader. He'll send a probe droid out just to find your position, or else a fanatical Jawa on a suicide mission. And if he finds you, he'll order a squad of Imperial walkers to blast a galactic shield so hide in your smuggling lockers. The undefeated champion of the Jedi Ramen Temple, Vader called on the Force to stop any rhyme that's mental in orientation. Cause whenever he gets a Sith notion, he'll cut any rhyme and Jedi android down with a smooth lyrical motion. He doesn't have to front or pose, cause when it comes to lyrical blows, he's got Jedi intuition to make a smooth transition. He spit is missing the beat. He composes a verse replete with verbs. Result the completion of words depleting your urge to flow, defeating you, sending you back to the verbs you know. And if you get stuck in galactic traffic, he'll track your coordinates and light you like a matchstick. His sabers and needles, helmets and bass kick, cutting up records and MCs to market. The Empire is the true crew, diss 'em and they'll find you. So whack rappers, go write a song, cause that's for battling skills. You're all just Padawans. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, don't call him Anakin when he's battling. Lord Vader, Vader.
Non-Euclidean.
Non-Euclidean. Song goes out to Professor Maynard, who had the boringest class at college. I didn't learn anything in California history, and I wrote this entire song in class. Thank you. Woo! Yeah! Jedi hater as an MC, he's got more flavor than a now and later.